It's official. Elon Musk to acquire Twitter. Dogecoin price goes crazy to the upside off of that news. In all, this is great news for crypto. Elon Musk to acquire Twitter. There it is. It's a crazy headline if you really actually think about it. And then you start thinking about just how quickly this all transpired. It kind of is even crazier. And we're going to dig into that. But real quick, just to give the picture of how not only Dogecoin is reacting, but I think in the macro scheme of things, I think this paints a good picture why this is good for crypto. There's Dogecoin up 37%, and this is the hourly chart. So really, the speculation leading into the actual news happening kind of led to this. Obviously, Elon Musk is a huge fan of Dogecoin, so this is a big piece of why this is happening. On the short term, I think the speculation of it all, the speculation involved in crypto and different altcoins and Bitcoin as it relates to Elon Musk is kind of, it can be dangerous. It really can be dangerous in the short term, but this is a macro event. And this will have, in my opinion, macro bullish consequences. Bullish consequences. Elon Musk to acquire Twitter. So Twitter today announced that it's entered into a definitive agreement to be acquired by an entity wholly owned by Elon Musk for $54.20 per share in cash in a transaction valued at approximately $44 billion. Upon completion of the transaction, Twitter will become a privately held company. So let's talk about why this is good for crypto. I think it's really important. This is big news. And so let's go over here. And this is for context. This is from Bitcoin.com. This is like just going over the news that has recently transpired with Twitter and Elon Musk. This is from 3 days ago. Want to point that out, right? But this article is about how Elon Musk says he's going to improve Twitter. And this is where it becomes important, this news, to Bitcoin, to crypto as a whole. So improvement priorities. Musk agreed to a tweet Friday stating that he will focus on solving real problems. The tweet specifically mentions making Twitter's algorithm open source, number one, eliminating scam bots, number two, adhering to free speech, and simplifying the account verification process. The Tesla boss has previously addressed each of these improvements in greater detail. And if we're looking at these points alone, right, and just I pulled up this quick headline. Crypto scammers took a record $14 billion in 2021. It is beyond me why, up until this point, Twitter has not taken care of the problem. Crypto Capital Venture, me, Dan Gabardella, I get impersonated all the time. On YouTube, it's the same thing. It's like, why is this not taken care of? Why are more resources not going towards this? So in the crypto space, from just a serving mentality, meaning serving the people that are absorbing the content, the people that are reading, the communities that are reading and watching videos, solving this issue is extremely important to crypto space. But let's dig into this a little bit more. Adhering to free speech. There has been a lot across not just Twitter, but the social media ecosystem in general. A lot of issues when it comes to free speech, when it comes to certain people, a handful of people, you could call it, basically being the truth tellers, deciding what is fact versus fiction, just handpicking what they want to say, handpicking and creating the narrative in terms of how these platforms operate. Free speech has been under attack greatly when it comes to social media, especially just in the last few years. And I think a lot of that stems from political campaigns and political processes that are happening across the country. So this is huge for free speech because guess what? When we're talking about free speech, we're really talking about a world of decentralization, right? And that's what it's all about. That's what crypto is all about. So the other thing is just in general, we know how bullish Elon Musk is on crypto, hence why we see this Dogecoin chart the way it is right now, because as we know, And this article continues. Musk also suggested making Dogecoin a payment option for the Twitter Blue service. He's been a supporter of the meme cryptocurrency. He believes that Dogecoin is the people's crypto best suited for transactions. So that's why Dogecoin's going crazy, obviously. Every time Elon seems to tweet about it, it goes crazy or does something. But on top of all of this, and I think for me, this is probably the biggest thing. This is probably the biggest thing because as somebody that creates content and I'm on Twitter all the time tweeting, crypto as a community, right, lives on Twitter. Like Twitter, I know there's Reddit, there's YouTube, obviously, but when you think about where the community, where it doesn't even matter if you're long on Bitcoin, long on Cardano, long on all these other altcoins, long on Dogecoin, as a community, crypto just thrives and just kind of lives on Twitter. So to be introducing, right, Twitter as this platform for free speech, for open source, right? It's a game changer for crypto space and the innovative growth that is still ahead for crypto. So instead of growth being stifled, right, by corporation that is basically running things how they want to run things, manipulating things how they want to manipulate, creating narratives that they want to create. Instead of that happening, if Twitter is becoming an open source free speech platform, this allows for crypto and the crypto community to thrive. And it allows for even innovative conversations and ideas to thrive in that regard as well. So this is huge news for Dogecoin. In terms of Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin on the daily chart. You can see it's a daily green candle. Interesting. We've been tracking this swing low to swing high on the Fibonacci. I wasn't going to do some technical analysis, but it's just a good picture. We were looking for support at this channel, and oftentimes news events will create kind of a trigger on the charts, right? And this is the trigger today, a news event triggering potential support right at this higher low area. Bitcoin obviously not only getting a close, and I should be careful here, there's still 4 hours left of the daily candle, but on the way to getting a close above the 786 line, a close above $39,400 to $500. Not only that, potentially, if there's more upside in the short term, potentially getting a close above the Fibonacci. It could be a huge, huge, monumental daily candle in the zoomed out story that's happening right here on the Bitcoin chart. Twitter could be the trigger for, at the very least, a short-term reversal for Bitcoin. So you can just see in general, I think, crypto sentiment, market sentiment, probably bullish on this news for all the reasons I've mentioned in this video. And there's more reasons, right? This is just a very quick video I wanted to do to kind of go over these things. But Elon Musk to acquire Twitter, I think overall is good for cryptocurrency space in general on the macro. On the short term, the speculation of it all, it can be dangerous. It can be very volatile. Look at this hourly candle on Dogecoin, for instance. But we'll continue tracking this and monitoring to see what happens. But and you know, this could just be the beginning of a run for Dogecoin as more people pick up this news. But either way, be careful out there. But good news for Bitcoin and crypto. Let me know your thoughts below, what you think of this. I appreciate all of you cruising by. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.